Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Beautiful Boys. I'm here with my sweetheart and
Michael
work wife,
Cannon.
Michael Cannon. And we would love it if not only you listen to this episode of us, two dads, really just trying to get by in this world that doesn't want to see us shine or succeed or glow up.
Or really just do anything positive at all.
Yeah, they just want us to bury our heads in remote work. And we won't do that. And how we won't do that is you'll sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Beautiful Boys podcast. Please think about joining, paying a little cash. You'll get a little extra comedy every week. And then on top of that, we got specials coming out like live shows.
We posted a live show from New York Comedy Festival. It was a banger. We had Casey Balsham and Robbie Slowick on. We had, who else?
Rosebud Baker.
We
Racine.
had Mike Racine. I mean, what a murderer's row, and it was so damn fun. And we're going to be doing a lot more of those also and posting them to the Tron of Pates.
And I will be on the road starting in January. I will be in Minneapolis the 9th and 10th, and then Chicago the 11th, and then I will be in the Adirondacks the 17th, and then I will be in Seattle, Calgary, Victoria, Europe, Boston, coming up in those next couple weeks. Bye.
MikeCannonComedy.com for all of my tickets to end 2025, this year that has been so hard on me. I'm going to be in, I'm going to be in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Uncle Vinny's 2 shows, December 19th and the 20th. Can't wait. The hour is cooking, by the way. It's completely different from my last special. It's even different from last year. Just come on out. I'm finally happy with myself. In January, I'll be in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm going to be in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be in Baltimore. All dates at MikeCannonComedy.com, and check out my YouTube, gang. I've been putting up a lot of content. Coach Cannon, where I teach Brendan Zagalo like he's my new son how to play certain sports. I just put an hour stand-up show live at the Gramercy Theater. You name it, we got it. Mike Cannon Comedy on YouTube.
Bye. Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually, I'm pretty well. I'm like a little exhausted by...
I mean, the weather is a sinister mistress out there, is she not?
Yeah.
But walking around in days like today, like just the cold and the wet and just that unrelenting, like...
But this is my entire...
I know.
youth.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
It never snowed in Seattle. It
was always this temperature,
it was like 40 and raining, like all the time. It's totally makes sense.
So were you
why
sick all the time?
No, you just kind of get like... steeled to it, you know,
right.
like you, I think it's the same way like Scandinavians, like, you know, they don't.
How they nap outside the babies?
Yeah, they just don't give a shit.
They throw them in a snow heap.
We grew up, the thing about Seattle that I think other cities don't do is you continue to do stuff normally in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, that's interesting.
You go to soccer practice, you go for your run, you ride your bike to work. People just do all these things.
Does it ever lightning?
No. I mean, like once a year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Because that's the big thing
but
over
it doesn't
here.
rain hard either.
Right.
It just rains like this.
But that's weird because that's the East Coast thing is in sports or like anything that you do outside. They're like, with the rain comes lightning, and that makes it unsafe. But in Seattle, it's
unsafe, but for different reasons.
For slipping.
I mean, I played soccer you would play soccer into November, December, and it would be like freezing fucking rain. Like you'd be drenched and it would be 34 degrees.
Yeah.
And
what would you wear?
Shorts and a t-shirt.
No kidding.
I mean, sometimes you'd put a long sleeve on under it. But if you watch like football, they never don't wear shorts.
But it's funny because I don't know if you're picking this up, and you will as Minnow gets older, but like this is the golden age of gear, like athletic gear.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I literally was cutting long socks to make the sweatband that Michael Jordan wore.
Yeah.
Like I was cutting certain things to make a headband or like whatever. Me and my friend Timmy would do that. We were like half queens, like, like bedazzling our uniform
of course.
With whatever. But now it's like they finally realize they're like, wait, we can bang kids out that want to look exactly like Allen Iverson, Ja, or whoever.
Oh, I mean,
we get the arm sleeve.
I almost bought the arm sleeves recently.
Really?
Because somebody was like, they help your circulation with the running.
Yes. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, great.
Allen Iverson started wearing that first as a medical thing. So he had an elbow bruise, and he started wearing the sleeve and like this pad. And then because he was the coolest athlete of all time and anything that he wore, did, or whatever became a cultural phenomenon, it became like, I want to look like
Was
that guy.
he the beginning of the super baggy shorts?
He was the reason why the NBA had their David Stern imposed dress code, which was basically like, stop being so black. I mean, that was more. I mean, it was also because Allen Iverson.
No hats or jerseys.
No jerseys. Yeah, they had to wear like kind of suits or whatever. That's when you get all those. That's like the early days of like LeBron, KD, and Dwayne Wade wearing like nerd glasses.
Yeah,
and they'd wear like bow ties and big baggy dress pants.
Give it to him.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. But it's also they were dabbling with fashion.
Yeah,
and just the fashion back then was such a like uncivilized mishmash. Like you haven't figured out how to really like put these things from different eras together. And now people have gotten so good at like, the pants that we used to wear are cooler than they were back then.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff is just a little bit better fitting.
I got the tights
for your leggies.
For running, yeah.
Those help.
But I mean, like, I got ones that you wear just no shorts.
Yeah, I mean, that's dick confidence that I do not have.
I have not done it. I've not worn just the tights out because it feels aggressive.
Yeah.
Feels like you can do that if you look like the fitness influencer, but we're just a normal.
But you do. Your body is great. I just don't know, like, in terms of package, what is appropriate. Like, do you hope that there's nothing showing, or do you want there to be like an obscene stack of dong?
Well, I don't have the obscene stack, so it'd be pretty hard to show what I don't have.
You can fluff up. Or what I did in Miami, because I wore Speedos and I got a fake dick. Like a dick plump where it even had the imprint of a penis, but it was a pad.
Really?
That went right in there, so I looked like a man.
When was this?
This was when the Knicks were playing the Pacers.
This is recent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
For fun. Yeah. I mean, me and my friend Jimmy did it because we were there with a bunch of people.
It was like all your old friends, right?
It was like, yeah, well, no, it was a bunch of new people that I had never met before, actually.
Okay.
Quite a few. They work for Google, like real, like respectable executive types. And, they had to deal with it. And also, while I'm wearing that, my friend's brother passed away. So it was just inappropriate on all levels.
Great call.
Yeah.
Great call.
Yeah, not great funeral attire.
That's a funny thing to think about, like being stuck in some ridiculous situation and getting horrible news. That's like, have you ever seen that Conor O'Malley video where he's at the porn convention?
No.
And he's like talking about jacking off to these porn stars, and then he gets a call and it's his grandma's died. And he's like right in front of all these porn stars being like, but wait, what do you mean?
That's so good. That guy's hilarious. He's the one from Friendship, right?
I think so.
He's the one that yells with him. Like
I didn't see it.
That movie is there's some very funny.
He's redheaded. He is married to Adie McBryant.
Who?
Adie, I think her last name
Bryant.
Bryant.
Yeah. Okay, from SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, nice. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Nepo couple.
You went to a...
That's what you call two successful people, right? Nepo couple.
A Nepo couple. That's cute. That's like Alec Baldwin's wife.
Yeah. Hilaria.
She's in a Nepo. She's a Nepo wife.
Yeah, she got a real spanking from doing Dancing with the Stars. I can't believe that she can't believe how everybody makes fun of her every time.
I know.
Like every time she's like, what? What is this?
And
I have never been made fun of.
But she also doesn't talk like that.
No, she's from Boston.
She like threw it on. It's so funny to throw on like she saw Penelope Cruz in Vanilla Sky and she was like, that's how I should talk.
Oh my God.
I'm 38.
It's how every woman should talk though.
Yeah. True.
Penelope Cruz just in Blow in the convertible, and she's like, "How come you not fuck me anymore?" She's just drunk and like the cops go, "He's got a fucking kilo in the trunk. He's got a fucking kilo." And you're like, God, I want that kind of toxicity in my life ASAP.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, the best part about that is like, you ever see like the real pictures at the end of Rudy, or if you ever seen Catch Me If You Can, which I guess is like a completely farcical story anyway. But like you see the picture of the guy and you're like, How lucky are you to have Leonardo DiCaprio play you in a movie, and that's now what people think of you?
You look like?
Yeah, where I'm assuming Penelope Cruz, I mean, she was cartel trophy, but like she definitely didn't look like that.
Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine? That is one couple that I would like to see make love is Javier and Penelope.
Javier? I find his body to be not that good, though. He's just a slab of man.
Javier and Penelope, they're married, you know? Like,
I know that.
It just seems like they probably have hot Spanish sex.
They definitely do. He definitely does things I've never even thought of. Like, he's got a lot of like behind the head moves.
Yeah, you know what? I always describe myself as
for the audio listeners. I meant like I don't know. You're gonna have to.
He
just
put
watch
his hand, the Erica Kirk hug. That's what he meant. But I always described like when I would be, you know, talking about the way I made love. I think I make love like a Spanish professor. You know, it's very passionate. There's lots of kissing.
Yeah,
but I'm not trying to work anything out. You know what I mean?
That.
I'm not trying to. Whenever somebody's like, you know, tear me apart, I'm like, you got the wrong guy. I am not OSHA compliant.
Yep, I'll get you down the field.
Yeah,
I'll move the ball.
Get you there.
I'll move the ball.
This is not going to be a record game.
I make love like a gay cop.
Okay.
You know, like I'm just holding in just all the things.
Oh, really?
The fact that I wish you were
That's
a guy.
a good one. A gay cop?
Yeah.
Closeted.
Closeted cop. Yeah, where I'm just like, oh, and then I picture a guy and then I come too fast.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever done that where you like, because my mind wanders so much, you're just like, you're either jerking off or you're having sex and you start thinking about something really weird and then you're like, too close.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, stop.
Yeah. Stop. No. This has changed me forever. I had a bit about that on my first album, and since I think a bunch of people have done bits like this, but I was masturbating to my phone in the early technology of that, like before, and I didn't put it on silent or airplane or anything like that. I was just... And Dan Hershon called me like as I was
oh my gosh
rocketing to completion. And I thought for a minute that I might get like Garcia effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, when you eat something and you throw up?
Yeah.
That same thing, I'd see Hershon and just come in my pants.
That'd be so great every time. Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Fuck. You got to avoid him.
Yeah. It was hard. We did that. We hosted that Luigi Mangione hostel show every Monday.
Is that what it was?
It wasn't.
Oh,
it was at the hostel he stayed at.
The 106th?
103rd in Amsterdam.
103rd in
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
the 106 was Randy Epley.
Yes. Yeah. That's where I used to do the comedy dungeon.
Tiny pocket-sized old man who
every time
actually had good jokes.
But every show had the bomb on.
Oh, he sure did.
He sure did. Great.
He also would routinely talk about starting with Seinfeld and stuff. Like he was, the older I get, the more I appreciate people like this, like just relics, you know, museum pieces of past New York.
I had this moment. I was in Houston this weekend. I was working the Punchline, and the Punchline was very much the audience's heavily papered. I didn't move a lot of tickets. It's okay.
Yeah.
But like, you know, not my audience, and kind of felt like a job.
Sure.
And then after the late show, went over to the Riot to do their like late showcase. And I had a fine set. It was like a fine set. But I watched other comics in a smaller scene do comedy for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that went up that was like just an old school kind of road dog hustler type, like,
yeah,
you know, like the kind of guys like when I started that would sell their DVDs and T-shirts and stuff like at a showcase, you know. But he was so fucking funny, and it was like it reminded me of when I got into comedy. I was at the Comedy Underground in Seattle, and I would drive down 90 miles from my college to do these 2 nights in a row. I would do 3 minutes on each night, and then after the second show on the second night, I would drive back and go to school.
Yeah,
and but there was these guys that would show up, and they would be like these ancient road dogs where now I probably would not think that they were that great.
Sure. Yeah.
But at the time it was like
Their command, their confidence, like the even just the fact that they memorized all their jokes. Like when you're that young and you're watching guys like that, and you can see them shifting gears.
Yeah,
you're
probably
like, man,
something
you have a
I
lot of tools.
could do easily now, which is just like I can like even if an audience sucks, I can still kind of pull it together.
Yeah.
Like a bad set for me is like a good set for a new comic.
Yeah.
And it was just so fun to watch somebody like that, to watch like kind of an old school like this guy's not even thinking about the big break, really.
Yeah, no, not at all. He's doing comedy to do
table.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the best, I guess the best part about YouTube and all this stuff is the fact that those guys don't have to be anonymous anymore. And like many of them, not many of them, but there's guys that have been doing it for a long time.
There's a couple that break out. Yeah.
Like Greg Warren. Greg Warren is so funny, dude. And I knew that guy. He had already been doing it for a long time by the time he moved to the city. And then I think he eventually left, but he was living in New York for a little while.
Yeah. I think he's I think he's doing well enough now.
He's doing
he doesn't
great.
have to live in one of these awful
Well,
cities.
I think he's a part. He's a part of like Nate Land and that whole thing. And he's been one of the people that like went out on his own and did great. His special did great. He's selling tickets, and you're like, yes, that guy is an undeniable beast. For a long time was just traveling around doing comedy, anonymously being a beast.
Yeah.
And now because of YouTube and all this stuff, it's like he's moving tickets. That never existed.
Wonder what that feels like.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Selling tickets.
The Beautiful Boy tour is
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. With all the merch.
We're gonna do every 4th tier theater
in
the 3rd largest city. We're gonna sell 50s and hundreds of tickets.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I think
we'll do well at Levity Live in the West Nyack Mall.
Ooh, is it still open?
Yeah, but I don't know. That place is in foreclosure for $478 million.
Sound investment.
Yeah. Does anybody want a mall?
I think I know some people up there that want that mall.
Yeah, I definitely know some people, and they've been
just turn that into their little. That's perfect for them.
They've been blocking the offers. I think they're like not.
They should take it over and turn it into their futuristic Dune Cave apartments.
I think they're holding off for it to be a potential FEMA camp, but who knows?
Oh man, that's gonna be perfect for FEMA.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that if it's a FEMA camp and we get to go and do sets?
That would be cool if they already have a built-in.
We'll own
comedy.
that place. We'll get extra creamer. That gives your oatmeal sustenance. Everybody else is going to have such a low caloric intake, but we're going to get that those creamer packets. Yeah. Oh, God.
It's so funny how much you've thought about it down to the creamer.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm ready.
So
I'm telling you, like right now,
yeah.
I think right now, barring a snowstorm, I could probably survive in the woods for like a month. Like you drop me in.
With how many items? This is I love this
rain
conversation. Jacket. With just a rain jacket.
Yeah, I think so.
No shit. What's your first move?
Building a fort.
Okay.
Building like a lean-to kind of hut. And then, the main thing that you have to think about in the first couple of days, like if it's like right now, is that I have to stay warm. I have to stay warm and dry enough so that I don't get sick.
Okay.
After a couple of days, you need to start worrying about calories. Yes. The water obviously is falling from the sky. You don't need to worry about that.
Right.
So you have to...
And you'd set up like a little thing?
Probably. Or
like
I'd have I'd do something of that nature. Or I'd just take my shirt and wring it into my mouth.
Oh, okay.
Not ideal.
Right.
But you just want to find... And then you got to figure out heat, temperature, because that's what's going to kill you first.
Well, I have a question about how long you can go with tummy pangs, because I think that I could probably make it, but then I fast. I'll do like an intermittent fast from 8 p.m. till 10 a.m. the next day, and by 10 a.m. I'm like...
I think it's different. I think obviously it would suck, but I think you could, the one thing that I would have trouble with is like identifying what is edible. Yeah. Because I don't know that quite. So
Would you eat bugs like Timon and Pumbaa?
Maybe. Yeah. If it got to that. Definitely if it got to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can eat worms. I'm feeling you can't.
You can't? That would be the first thing I'd look for. I'd look for a fucking juicy, linguine.
Sounds gross.
Yeah.
I'd eat ferns.
What's that? Oh, between two?
Yeah.
You can identify a fern?
You can too. I guarantee you can identify a fern.
There's wild ferns.
Yeah, fiddlehead fern.
They don't just go in an office?
No.
All right. So, boom. We make a shelter. We got a fort. Sorry, I'm really into this.
But I have a book. I have a book that is like edible plants of the Northeast.
So you would bring the book.
I'd need to peruse it probably before this begins.
This is a drop-off situation then. This isn't an Andy is stranded. Because stranded actually is different than a drop-off.
Yeah. I still think I could do a month probably.
No shit.
I think, but here's the thing. I might be talking on my ass because I don't know how cold it's going to get. I don't know what kind of resources I have. Also,
let's say summer. Let's say summer in Harriman State Park.
It's easy.
You could make it a month.
Like I could survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, needing dialysis or something by the end of it.
If it didn't rain.
Yeah.
I'd get Giardia pretty quick too because there's not a lot of
Giardia?
It's a bacteria.
Oh, that's right. I know that from alone.
Beaver poop.
Is there beaver in Harriman State Park?
No, but it's just animal shit.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
What would do you think you could start a fire?
Yeah.
Out with having nothing.
The only problem, like I'm saying, would be like if it was raining really hard.
But you'd have to get matches, right? You can stick to stick make a fire?
If I have to. Yeah.
I'm not discounting this. I'm amazed by it because
I think you could too. I think you just haven't tried it.
Out of just sheer necessity.
You don't have anything else to do. It's not like you're going to get distracted.
Right.
You're going to sit there and you're just going to try to make a fire. And it's going to suck.
Right.
But you're going to get a little bit of grass. You're going to get some kindling.
Yeah. Bury it, dig a little hole so the wind can't get to it.
Dig a little hole, and then you're going to fucking flint. You hit some rocks together, try that way. Whatever it is. You'll get there.
All right. You're not wrong. You're not, wrong, I suppose.
But I don't know if I could do the alone one, because the alone one, like, first of all, they're way more exposed.
Yeah.
And I feel like, the problem is like the protein, I guess the bugs.
Well, and the fat. So what I've learned from watching Alone is how important fat actually is to our diets and how it feeds our brain.
They get the fat from like the animals, right?
They get it from fish or like literal if they hunt squirrel, rabbit.
Yeah, if you give me fish, I'm good for the whole summer.
Could you build your own rod? Like if you had string and a hook?
I would probably build a basket first.
Okay, a little basket trap.
Like a basket trap.
You could weave?
I think so. I mean, I understand the process.
The up and down.
Yeah, like I would just try to make a couple circles, and then I would try to connect the circles. I mean, it would be like days and days before I got everything going.
Man, I wish there was a way that we could do. I wish, like we've talked about in the past, if we could have like that X-Men Sentinel training room where, up pops our wife, we punch her right in the face, and then we go fishing.
How good would that be?
That's another merch thing. Is I know we wanted to. Did we do that on Patreon or on the
something
actual
about Fight
episode?
Your Wife?
Well, and Steam Closet.
Yeah, Steam Closet.
Steam Closet. We need a Sentinel rage room for our wives, like hologram of wife, but somehow they're also made out of memory foam.
She goes in there to complain at you about something, you accidentally punch her. I told you to never come into the...
This is my wife punching room.
Hey, everybody. If you're not aware, we are now taking calls from you, the listeners.
That's right. You're a direct participant in our show now because we've run out of personal content to give you.
So please give us a call at
646-598-2417.
And we will pick your voicemail and we'll play it on the pod and we'll answer it. And hopefully everybody feels better.
That's right. Yeah. So ask us for advice. We can settle a debate. You can start a debate between us.
You can just vent.
Dad questions. I would love a vent, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We have some
us
real personal ones, too.
I would love it.
I love that.
If you told me some wins maybe you had over your wife, that'd be
If you're a guy and you won an argument or a situation over your wife, call in. It's the win line. 646-598-2417.
Yeah. So you went to a Jets game.
I sure did. As a non-Jets fan, in maybe the least ideal weather that anybody could go to a sporting event. It's basically like outside right now.
Did the Jets win?
I think so, but we left when they were tied in the after the third quarter.
You don't really care about football, right?
I care about the Giants very much.
Okay, so that kick was actually pretty painful for you.
I guess, but I mean, their season is so gone anyway that it's just more or less like, whatever. I'm hoping for good draft position, and who knows. But that's also what happens when you have kids, which is fun. I was a huge football fan my whole life. The Giants winning both those Super Bowls still measure as two of the greatest nights of my life, especially the first one, because that's when Nicole and I got back together. Yeah. I love it. They remind me of my grandpa, sitting with him and watching the Giants. It's tied in with me. But also, when you have kids, you're never going to have a Sunday where you can just sit and watch. And the dads that do, I'm blown away.
You have to be making all of the money to a point where you are just like you're
this is what I'm doing, and you have no say.
You're working so hard that you're like, I get my 2 hours on Sunday.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm taking the 2.
Yeah. It actually, it amazes me how, my dad, and granted, he didn't get away with it. They eventually got a divorce, but, how my dad would work crazy hours at the stock market. And then Saturday at 7 a.m., he'd play golf for 6 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Every single weekend. And I'm like, dude, you were never around.
That's insane. What the fuck was it? I did the thing that I thought was like a joke when I saw the meme of it, which was the other day, Arsenal, I get off of a plane, 1 hour of sleep. I come home. I'm immediately I know, I'm not even upset about it. It's Rosie's had the kid for 3 days on her own. It's I have to just step up and be there.
Yeah.
I was going to take a later flight, but I was this is unfair for me to sleep in. And then I get there and I'm like, oh, you want to watch something? And then I'm like, oh, Arsenal's on. And it's oh, no, I'm watching Arsenal on this. I'm watching Arsenal, this big game that Arsenal's. I'm watching, and I'm not even really watching it because I don't want to be a dickhead. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of over here, and then I'm watching Peppa Pig.
Yes. You could overhear big moments.
Yeah, but I check in. Fuck, it's tied. God damn it.
That's what being a dad is, though. And that's legit. That's totally legit if you just have it up there and you're not, but you're still locked into what you're doing. I think that's more than okay.
Yeah.
I think if you're out to dinner with your wife and you're doing that, then you're a piece of shit. I've had a bunch of friends be like, it's a big game.
Dude, I remember one time we were pushing the stroller and we were bickering at each other. And then so stupidly, she's mad that I keep on losing attention or something. And then, I turn the stroller around and I have the Arsenal game on the phone in the head, the cover. Mm-hmm. When the cover, you pull it back and you can set stuff in there.
Yes.
So the game is in there and she didn't know until that moment. She was like, the fucking game is on. And I was like, ah.
I've been caught. I've been caught enjoying myself. How could I?
Yeah.
I also part of me, I'm very deliberate also about how I act while I'm watching sports with my son. Because I don't want to, I don't want him to invest too much of his life and his feelings and his attention into a team that does not care about him. What movie is that about Mickey Mantle doesn't give a shit about about you?
I don't know.
Or I think it might be a Bronx Tale or something where it's Mickey Mantle doesn't give a shit about you. He gets paid, he goes to work, whatever. And it's I have that, but I also want to enjoy it at the same time. But that's why I'm if they lose, whatever, man. And my son is what do you mean if they lose?
How crazy?
Yeah, he's this is everything. He's already thrown everything into it. But so the Jets game, this has been planned for a few weeks. It was my son's best friend, his parents, who we really get along with. They invited us to go, and they're like, we're gonna, a bunch of us are gonna go to the Jets game. Gonna bring the kids. We'll. What's the parking lot thing called? Tailgate.
Yeah, tailgate.
We'll tail. So stupid.
It's okay.
We'll tailgate. We'll have a good time. Blah blah blah. And all week it just says that the weather is going to be a nightmare. But we're all like, "Fuck it, man. We've had these tickets.
We can do it."
Yeah, the Jets are as irrelevant as ever. But who cares? We're going for the experience. And I personally am I remember sitting in football games, freezing my ass off as a kid, high school ones too, where my Uncle John was coaching Demarest High School or something. And it was a turkey bowl and I'm literally shivering my dick off, but having so much fun watching this game. And I was like, this is this is a memory for them. Like this is shitty weather,
core
whatever.
memory, is that what they call it?
Core memory, whether it's positive or negative. But they're throwing the football. We got handicap placards, so we're parking in those seats. Nobody else is. I'm walking with a limp just to sell it, and we're boxing off this area. We have a tent or one of those canopies. The kids are playing football in the rain. They have ponchos on. It's like so great. We brought mac and cheese, all this food. People are drinking. I'm on an edible. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
But I definitely talked about space and conspiracy a few times and got side looks, but whatever. But they were playing so much that Crew's shoes were soaked and freezing. And before the game started, he goes, "I'm not going in." And I was like, well, this is what... Do you hear that crack, by the way?
No.
I was like, well, this is one of those moments that's very hard to navigate because it's both frustrating, but you also have to be willing to be like, this might be the day.
Yeah.
Like, this might be it. Because what am I going to fucking force him to sit in the cold rain
for
like 3 hours and then he, his feet lose feeling and it's an actual issue?
He's blue.
So I'm trying to remember that and trying to both guided as come on, man, we're gonna be
My shoes are wet.
Yeah, and everybody's shoes are wet. We'll get socks inside, and so that's where we landed on, where we put him in the car, we put the heat onto his feet. It did nothing, but we get into the stadium. He's barely having fun, barely just whatever. I run, get him. They happen to have winter cozy fleece socks.
Oh,
perfect.
Wow.
I know. And they're the only kid-sized socks. Everything else would have been up to his hips, which he was like, I would have rather.
Yeah, of course.
I'd fucking kill you. We put those on.
Brother says he wants short socks.
Brother said he wants long socks. Callback, that's not out of nowhere. Yeah. So we end up getting that. Nicole's massaging his little feet, the whole time. We're having such a great... Again, I overeat. It's that's why my face is 4 sizes bigger than it usually is.
A lot of sodium in there.
So much sodium. I mean, I ate so much stuff tailgating, and then in there, I ate a foot-long hot dog, sausage and peppers, and ice cream.
Great.
I don't know what I'm
sausage and peppers.
Sausage and peppers.
Okay.
For a second. The Giglio or whatever that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just Glio at the end.
The Giglio.
Yeah, the Giglio. But it was one of those times where it's funny because sometimes I knowingly do things that aren't going to be that fun in the moment, but the memory of them is going to be really great.
I mean, that's every for me, that's every time I do something that pushes me, jumping in a cold thing.
Yeah.
When I used to go, we're all going to go, it's freezing out. We're going to go jump in this lake and then rush back to the house. And it is a horrible feeling to jump into a cold body of water.
Yeah.
I mean, some psychopaths really enjoy that. I know you get something out of it, but I also didn't get abused as much.
Hard penis the next morning.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good for your circ.
Yeah. Incision?
Ooh, circulation.
Oh.
Circ. Yeah, you're circling because you're numb,
You could redo it.
Yeah, you can sew it back on. That actually just made me realize I'm after the week I've had, I need to fucking go do one of those bathhouse things. Fucking do that.
We should do it.
Dude, I need it so bad. It sounds so fucking good.
I've been pussing out the last week or two, week and a half of cold plunging.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time where I'm like, man, how did I do this last year where I was breaking through ice and I must have been going through it. And I definitely, I definitely was, but I also just need to break the seal. I need to just do it and break through because this is the first time that it's been consistently in the 30s.
Yeah.
And it's going to remain this way, going to get lower. So I have to just break the seal and fucking do it. But I have no idea how I was so motivated last winter to be one of those dudes.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously I can't shut the fuck up about it. I keep on, the running kind of took over my life and personality. And it was so easy all summer for me to wake up at 5:45, 6 a.m., run 8 miles on 4 hours of sleep and just wring myself out. Even if it felt awful, it felt like I had to do it. And now that it's cold, it's I'm just how the fuck could I imagine doing this right now?
It is,
and then there's going to be guys running in Central Park right now.
100%.
Like in this rain, in this cold, they'll be running tomorrow in the snow.
Yep.
And I could do it, but I'm just like, why?
I think the motivation will probably, for me, hit like really hard after New Year's, where like there's nothing left to celebrate. It's the doldrums of the winter. It's cold for no reason. It's not even festive. You're just fucking waiting for spring.
One of my biggest motivations to move out of the city is I really want to go to one of those gyms where you have all the tires and the hammers. You know, like
cross trainer or CrossFit.
I don't necessarily want to do a CrossFit gym, but I want that space.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want like a Lifetime where they have that big green area.
I'll tell you what. A lot of those fucking trainers will try to kick you off that space. I've almost gotten arrested several times at fucking
they always
Retro
come in.
Fitness for that.
I got this for now. This prick used to always do that at the Stuytown gym. He'd be like, I got the room. You'd be like, all right, fuck off.
I paid $40 for this room.
It's like he has a private in there.
I cannot stand. I mean, I've talked about this on the show before, but those fucking, that's why I don't mind going to ChatGPT for my workouts. It's like if I can eliminate the $30 an hour trainer, I'll be doing the world a service.
I just go, I got a kettlebell, I got bands, I got a few different other little devices.
Well, that's all I need. I just need a patch of grass. Yeah. I just need this one little area, and I found another area where they don't technically bother me, and I only keep... I keep
it's the janitor's break room.
It kind of is. It's like, I mean, I am on concrete. I'm like in the most I'm basically in a jail cell, but I'm just like pumping out my workout on the side because nobody can bother me.
I just have this vision that I'm going to be like Instagram jacked by next summer. Like
I bet you will.
Shirtless.
Are you going to do tea?
I thought about doing the like naturopathic tea.
Can we get some peptide sponsors?
The peptide thing is, I got some peptides, and you have to inject them, and I'm not really.
Some are pills. You can get pills too. Louis J. Gomez takes pills, so they're the highest of quality.
Peptide pills.
Peptide pills. Yeah.
Well, that was the crazy
thing.
I
took steroid pills, and they almost destroyed my liver.
But they were illegal, right?
Well, no, they were legally sold at the time because they were going through the FDA process, so you could technically sell them while they were doing that. And then as soon as they got rejected, you took them off the shelf, changed the label, put them back on, and they went through the same year-long process.
Nice.
So they were just selling pill anabolics over the counter for a long time.
What years were these?
This was, I was 2003, 2004, maybe, around the summer.
Did your doctor go like, hey, your blood looks like shit?
That's exactly what happened. So he, I was really, I got big. It was awesome. I took this thing called Methyl D, and then one of them was called M1T, and I think they were called pro steroids. So they're like anabolics, but not full.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's definitely just like more or less bodega steroids. Like it's just not good for you. And I got very big. I was also taking what is that horse asthma medication? No, not Winstrol.
Horse asthma.
Well, when I told my uncle, who is a big animal, he's like a farm animal vet. He's like, I told him like my friend was taking it. It's what Canelo Alvarez took or got banged for because it was supposedly in his meat. What's it called?
Is this what Joe Rogan took?
What is it called?
Or is that a totally different thing?
I think it's a different thing, but I don't know.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. It was found in Canelo Alvarez tainted meat. Not his penis after being
his
in a
tainted
butt.
meat after he
tainted
fucked
meat.
that waitress. That's what his wife calls it.
But I like mentioned in passing that I was like, oh, a friend of mine is taking this, and my uncle was like, tell that friend to stop taking that right now. Like that's going to kill him. And I'm sitting there shaking at the dinner table because it was fucking leaning me out from whatever.
It was in your body.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Clenbuterol?
Clenbuterol is exactly what it was. Yeah, clenbuterol.
It was that bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would sit at the poker table and was like having full convulsions. It helped me though, because whenever people would think I was bluffing, they're like, he's nervous. And I'm like, just having full tremors at the table.
The nerves in your spine are thinning. This guy's scared of me. He knows I got a hot hand.
So that I went to, before I went away to Geneseo, and I think it was part of like the pre-screening whatever process for a physical, I went and they took my blood, and the result, he was like, he said that he like dropped. It was like, have you have you drank like every day since you were 5 years old? I was like, what? And I was like, I don't drink. And he's like, your liver is in like red zone emergency. We have to
Really?
figure like what the fuck is going on. And I was like, well, I have been taking this thing. And I told him what I was taking. And he's like, what? He's like, you got to stop like right now. Like this second, promise me that you're never going to do it because you have to come back in 2 weeks just to like get it retested. We have to figure out if we have to like go in.
Yeah,
There's a problem. And then I went back and it regenerated a substantial amount, but it was legitimately wringing me out.
Taking
It was
milk
gonna kill me.
thistle? Did you take milk thistle?
No, I just had like, hard cock isms when I was 19. I was 19.
No, milk thistles to repair your liver.
Oh, no, I didn't even do it.
Did you have withdrawal?
Hard cockism. That just means youth.
Did you have withdrawals?
I don't think so. I think probably mood wise, my parents would disagree. You know, I'm sure I had some like, at the time I was pretty imbalanced anyway.
Just punching the table?
Yeah. I mean, I got into a fist fight with my dad around that time, which I've told you
Nice.
about. But it's hard to know what was the steroids and what was my chaotic household. It was like, and also friends dying and all this. My dog died. Like so many things happened in this condensed period that I have no idea which impacted me when.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, I kind of had that happen a little when I got my first divorce. My friend killed himself.
Oh,
and
no.
I was also dealing with some pretty heavy, I was just using a lot. I
Yeah.
wasn't drinking, but I was like just smoking weed to unhappy place.
Yeah.
But it was like, you kind of have to go like, what was the actual thing there?
Yeah.
What was
It was probably a lot. It was a bunch.
It's the combination.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I don't know. I also, part of me thinks that I look for an excuse to destroy. Is like if I have a good reason to drink,
Yeah.
like then all right, let me ruin my life. I could green light that.
It's so funny because I feel like I'm at this like for the first time in my life where I go like, oh, I'm thinking negatively right now. Like I'm thinking self-destructively. I'm thinking angrily or whatever.
Mhm.
And I go, I gotta stop doing that. Like now I can't let this take over.
Yeah.
And then for the most part, it works.
That's great.
Even if it's like a hard thing, like a hard thing I'm going through, I'm still like, I gotta like think about how I want to handle this.
Mm-hmm.
Where for like my whole life, it's just been like, just bang my head through whatever fucking situation I'm in and just drink a bunch of caffeine or
I'm
smoke
very
pot.
I'm very impressed with that because even I can audit my thoughts pretty accurately, and I know when I'm in a good and a bad place. Changing the behavior is a whole other story.
For me, it all goes back to the running. I said it again.
Man, I remember when I had that hat.
Yeah, this was when we began.
That's right.
This is the beginning of our journey.
That was when I single white femaled Andy for the first like 2 months of our podcast, and I was wearing matching
He
clothes.
still has never asked me to hang out outside of this podcast. He won't invite me.
I've never hung out with anybody.
That's true. You got 2 kids.
The only way you could catch me hanging out is if it's a birthday party or
It's going to be hard to avoid me when I'm in Terrytown.
You're
and
in,
I ask you
dude.
to meet
Come
me
over.
halfway across the bridge.
Come over. Yeah, we'll meet at the bridge and jump off holding hands.
I'm not calling it the Cuomo Bridge.
No,
it's the
never,
Tappan Zee.
never.
It's the
Yeah.
Tappan Zee.
There's a new
till I die.
petition
To change it back.
to change it back, as there should be. This guy's fucking out of public office forever. He's out of our lives. He should have no influence on what this bridge was
he
called.
got the bridge name.
He got as like a final, like, thank you, Dad, for the things you did for me. He got that stupid bridge named after his fucking mook father. And it's like he should have got whacked over in Italy when they had the chance.
Jesus Christ. Don't I know it?
Did you know that the Italian mob was actually going to, as a show of power, whack Cuomo when he went over there?
The
to
dad,
Italy?
Cuomo.
Yeah, the dad. And then it got called off by some weird
Genovese
mechanism.
kind of fucking-
yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get a soda. Keep talking.
Okay.
Go.
Go
talk.
Well, I would like to meet you at the bridge. The cool thing about this bridge is it's firmly implanted into the sea's floor, whereas the Tappan Zee Bridge was a floating bridge. Did you know that?
That's how it sunk. Like that's because they could sink it.
They
Right?
sunk it?
Yeah.
It's in the water?
I mean, parts of it. They disassembled parts of it in the water.
That sucks. That really does suck.
Didn't you live in Nyack
live-
when they blew it up?
Yeah. No. No. I don't think so.
I thought that was 2018.
I didn't live there.
Oh.
I moved there after the pandy.
The Pandy.
Yeah, when the Bloods.
The good old
when the
Pandy.
Bloods came into Brooklyn.
The good old Pandy.
Yeah, who my friend, oh, dude, I don't even know. I forget what this was about. Oh, I remember, and I hope she doesn't mind me telling this story, but I'm going to omit names. But this is how funny fucking Crown Heights is. So she was our neighbor. We grew up with her, and we happened to share the exact, we had this door, she had this door. We were the only two apartments. She's Nicole's best friend. So she went back to Crown Heights to hang out with some friends recently. And I forget how she was identified, but a cop overheard and was like, "What's your name?" Took her name down, searched her up. He's like, "You have an active warrant from 2017 from her sitting on her bike on the sidewalk talking to the rest of the Crown Heights locals." And they were like, "You're not allowed to fucking ride your bike on the sidewalk. That's whatever." Wrote her up, gave her a ticket, unpaid. It's like accumulated over
arrested?
time. She spent the night in a holding cell in fucking Crown Heights. They wheeled in a like psychopath into her room to the point where she had to like shoot a flare off and tell the officer what she was in for. And he was like, "All right, we'll get you into a different cell. Just pretend I'm cuffing you." He didn't cuff her, walked her out with like loose hands, put her in like a broom closet. Basically the hole for like 14 hours. She spent in there alone, standing up, was released. She got released, went to go pick up her shit at her friend's house in Crown Heights, bumped back into the cop that arrested her, and he hit on her.
Nice.
Immediately asked her out. Was like, "So, what are the chances?"
I love the shoot your shot guys. Shoot your shot guys. That's an amazing, because I've never thought like that. Like, I mean, I've definitely been a hornball and like I've shot my shot in some inappropriate ways.
Yeah.
But there's guys who their entire method is shoot your shot.
Yeah.
And that's amazing
Sales
to me.
technique.
The guys that are just
You
like,
hand out 100 flyers, 10 people will come back interested.
yeah, just a guy that'll just walk
One
up
will be
to
a sale.
a woman. The woman can be like struggling, like I've seen guys hit on like I remember one time I was on the city bus like in Queens,
Yeah.
and this woman like was having a bad day. She had like a bunch of bags. She was like hair all disheveled. She was pretty,
Yeah.
but it was like a bad day for her. She's probably a single mom or something, getting off work, going home to fucking deal with kids. And there was a guy that was like, "Hey, mama," it's just like, that's what you're gonna do right now?
Oh,
Those bags
I love
look pretty heavy.
I get it, man. You're never going to have the opportunity again. You might as well pull up from the logo.
Jesus. God bless you. God bless you, dumb men.
I always felt weird even hitting on women in ideal, this is where you're supposed to do that situations. Like bars and shit
I've
like
never
that.
done that.
I've always done it, but like against my own best or like
The only
what
way
I
I've
think.
ever hit on a woman is by befriending them. Like I'm just like, oh, I like this person. I'm gonna like be like friendly with them.
Right.
And, like we'll kind of get some inside jokes going, and then it'll eventually be.
So you're a time guy. You're a war of attrition fella.
But I'm not like a bitter time guy. I'm not like she'll come around.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's a creep move to me.
No, you plant friend seeds and whichever.
And I'm
develop.
also, you know what? I enjoy a playfully flirty friendship. So I'm not like, if it doesn't go anywhere, hey, no harm, no foul.
Nice. Yeah. I don't have friendships.
No,
I'm kidding.
I was thinking about this the other day because I needed to. I can't explain the circumstances, but I needed a friend.
Yeah. Hit me up, dude.
And it was not a quick turnaround.
Damn, I almost texted you too. I had the feeling, and I got taken away by other horseshit. But several times over the last week and a half, I was like, I should text Andy.
Yeah,
I should see how Andy's doing. And every time I was like, I'll get to it later.
No, it's okay. I think there's somebody there's 4 or 5 messages in my phone right now where I'm like, I'm gonna answer that because that is important. And then it's like the next day I go, all right, I just might not never talk to that guy again.
Oh, that's fun.
Do you ever do that where you like ignore somebody and you're like, well, that's fine. I'll never have to deal with them again. And then you're like, ooh, like 4 months later, you're like, I do actually need something from that person.
Yeah.
That happened to me recently where I needed to get up and I, not on purpose, not out of a fuck you way, but I just did. This guy had asked me for a favor and I was like, yes, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then life happened and I just couldn't do it at first, kept on postponing, and then eventually I was like, I'm not going to fucking do that, but I'm also not going to say I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then I just ignored it.
Yeah.
And then recently I was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, big dog?
Yeah. Remember me? I am not to be counted on.
Well, thank you for thinking of me. I totally understand that.
Yeah. I mean, it does nothing
energy,
for you, though.
It does, though. It does. It's nice to know.
The energy.
It's nice to know that
I
there's
do put out positive vibes. It's almost every time that I think about calling you or texting you, I'm always working out.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I start working out, I'm like, I'll hit up Andy after I'm done working out. And then as soon as I'm done working out, a kid like throws up on me and I'm done. And I'm like, all right, I gotta.
Yeah, we've had a lot of shit up the back lately.
Oh, blowouts.
Yeah, big blowouts. Usually blowouts, I feel like most of our blowouts are like out the side.
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving evening, we had a blowout that like went straight up the whole back.
Oh.
And I was like, she was like sitting there playing with my brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, did Minna like lay down in water? And then I like lifted up and I was like, oh, fuck. And that, I don't know if you've had this moment. That was the first second that I realized like, we came here with not a wipe or a diaper.
No.
Not a wipe or a diaper. So
Yeah.
Luckily they live in like one of those big suburban like cul-de-sac homes.
Sure.
So they just stripped her, put her in the bathtub. She had a fun little bathtub
Yeah,
while I rushed home to get shit. But it was like, it was a poop bomb, dude. It was
Well,
great.
that's what you don't understand is like kids make you realize that sometimes shit comes out at a speed that you're not anticipating because there's no other way that it goes up besides if it just shoots down.
Yeah.
So that's the only way it gains the velocity to go back up. And you're
It's
like,
like
man,
stepping
we're
on
all...
a toothpaste tube. Toothpaste tube.
Toothpaste.
She it was fun now though. Like about like she lets out these ripper farts and then just starts cackling.
That's awesome.
I go,
Great. I love that. I mean, there's nobody that likes the title of my other podcast more than my 6-year-old son.
oh yeah, yeah.
He's like, for Carnival.
Dude, that rocks.
He's like,
Or
yes.
Carnival rocks.
But that said, my youngest, I'm not worried. This is it's not a sincere worry, but there's a part of me where I can't believe the level of his shits, where it's like, this is adult. This is problematic for an adult man who like drives a truck for a living.
Yeah.
And eats very quickly, or whatever. A lot of truck stop meals. Like you're shitting, the smell that's coming from your body is fucking nuts.
Violence.
It's a medley of awful.
You have violence coming out of your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Ghouls.
Yeah, sometimes, man. It's just crazy. The worst is when, like, I've had a couple recently where it was like, it got on my hands.
Yeah.
That's a real rough one. Because then you're like, what do I do with this hand while I'm also trying to coordinate this?
You have a paralyzed hand with, like, just a fucking, just a
big
wave
turd
of
stain.
shit.
Big turd stain just in your fingernails.
Yep. Oh, my son's in this. I don't know if girls do this, but my youngest is in the thing where it's a race to his asshole when I change him.
Oh, he's going for it.
He's literally, as soon as I go, he's like, ah.
Yeah,
for his dick
Yeah.
and asshole. And I'm like giving him stuff to just occupy him. And it is literally a race to see who can get to the shit first.
Yeah, Minnow is constantly like, I'm just like, don't do that, please.
Yeah. I gave him a harmonica to play the harmonica.
Hey, how about that little,
Yeah, he's turning into quite the piano man.
I think we have to do a voicemail.
Hey, Mike and Andy. Love the show. With the holidays coming up, I was wondering if y'all had any favorite or most memorable dishes or desserts that kind of happen, maybe at Thanksgiving, maybe at Christmas. I know my grandma made like a raspberry jam cake.
Ooh.
That was pretty special to us. So I was just wondering if y'all had any like memories or just like a dish that comes around every year that y'all love. Thanks, guys. Love y'all.
What a sweet question.
Yeah. And also the kind of slight loss in confidence at the end too is just perfect for our audience.
I don't know why I asked this. I am a big fan of all the flavors of the November, December, October season. I love the spices.
Yeah.
Like pumpkin pie, gingerbread, any of those spicy cakes, those little spicy desserts.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Give me like a gingerbread cake with some like good frosting. Woo!
Did anybody make a particular one that fucking blew the roof off? Or
My mom would make. This is out of that field. This is just my preference now. But my mom would make a shortbread that was pretty badass.
Nice.
We're Scottish.
yeah,
And she'd make candied pecans that were like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, interesting.
But I can't think of like a specific holiday dessert other than like
Candied pecans are such a funny Andy answer to what's your favorite.
those aren't even my favorite. I mean, now I'm embarrassed. But I do need to lean into this because I keep on having these moments where I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty awful to everybody else.
But there's a large contingency of people that are just like, not only are they Team Andy, but they're like, I am Andy.
Yeah.
The Andonites.
That's nice. I mean, it's black licorice. It's like a real earthy baked good. It's jazz and world music.
Earthy baked.
And I had this muffin. I had this muffin in Houston this weekend at this place called what was it called? Valiant or something? It was in the park. Everybody in Houston would know it, but I had this fucking, oh my God. It was fucking like, it was like, I was like, I gotta fucking.
Yeah.
I can see the reflection, Nicole. Thank you very much.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
What
later.
was it? What were you showing?
She was telling me to go to the Patreon.
All right. Well,
I can see your screen.
Can I talk about my favorite dish? Can I talk about
Yeah, of course.
So my favorite dish now, like the consistent thing, since we're kind of changing up Thanksgiving and stuff, we did fried chicken this year. We did
Disgusting.
My brother-in-law made the best mac and cheese ever, which is like, it's got a crusty top.
Those are good. Those are good.
That shit, like, that just does it for me in and of itself.
I do think I will say this, like there's been this argument that I've heard about the black mac and cheese is far superior. The barbecue black and cheese.
The black and cheese.
Yeah.
The Malcolm and cheese.
Yeah, that is so much better than
The Mac Main and cheese.
Yeah.
The Craig mac and cheese.
Yeah, good. Keep going. Bernie mac and cheese is so much better than why people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whack and cheese.
Yeah, the whack and cheese.
As it's called.
But what were you gonna say?
So my sister makes this like Oreo, almost like chocolate pudding pie. I forget what she calls it, but it's so fucking
Is
good.
it like you know those things that you used to get at Halloween that were like a cup that like it was like chocolate pudding with ground up Oreos and like and then like earthworms? It was like a
yeah. Oh, kind of. Yeah. I
do you
forget
remember
what those were called.
I still love those
Yes.
things.
Very similar to that, except with the Oreo base as the bottom of the pie.
So good.
And it's almost like lemon meringue in the sense that it stays structured.
Ooh,
It's so fucking good.
I love a meringue.
Dude, I love a pudding with some skin on top.
Yeah,
That-
dude.
I'll
Have
wrap
you
that
ever
around
had-
my penis.
This is dessert talk with Mike and Andy. Have you ever had it's an Australian dish. What is it called? Fuck, I can't believe I just was about to say it. It's just a giant meringue that you eat. Oh God, why can't
Is it a-
pavlova?
No.
Oh my God, have you had a pavlova? Dude, it's like they make a giant fucking meringue and then they like break it open and put whipped cream in it and then they like put fruit on the top and it is like I had
That almost sounds like ambrosia salad.
ambrosia salads. That's bad. That's one thing that black people are doing wrong.
Yeah. I only learned about that from Edward Scissorhands. Though.
Yeah, the southern ambrosia is a big mistake, and you guys should stop it. But I had this. It's an Australian dish, and this evil Australian woman that I was dating that was just really withering me away spiritually and physically to the point where I was a husk of myself. Made one for, I want to say Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh, I can be in this for like another couple. I could be in this for another couple
This
months.
isn't that bad. I
Yeah.
can do it. I can circle the moon for another.
Yeah.
For another Valentine's
I'll last
Day.
this out.
Circle the moon. That's not
When
a
I
phrase.
broke up with her, I sent her a anatomical heart.
What?
Like, I sent her a model of an anatomical heart, and I said in the note, I said, "Here, you need one of these." Yeah.
My dog.
Yeah.
Was that post breakup or that's how you did it?
That was like 2 days after the breakup.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's that's like that's savage.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
I almost said that in
There was a period of time where you could have said savage and it would have been completely uncringe.
that is the most harsh breakup I've ever seen in my entire life was in 6th grade. My friend Rob, the movie Can't Hardly Wait just came out. Or no, I'm sorry. It was She's All That. And it was when the Freddie Prinze Jr.'s girlfriend started dating the real world celebrity, Matthew Lillard.
Yes.
And the way he broke up was like, you didn't think we were really going to date during like Real World Road Rules Challenge, did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you did? So sweet.
That's so sweet.
So my friend Rob was dating this girl in the middle of the cafeteria. We all knew he was just about to break up with her, so we all marched over as a team. He goes, you thought we were going to date in high school? That's so sweet. And like walked away, high-fived me, and then walked out of the fucking, like, was high-fiving like 10 kids.
And she was like the nicest girl in school. Yeah.
Dude.
She was writing, she was like doing like the Pentel like whole page like I love Mike thing. What was that?
Deficit. I've never seen, I mean, that was like
I had some devastating middle school breakups. I wasn't the breaker upper. I was the getting broken up.
Did you ever
with.
break up with a girl for your friend? I would do that a lot. I was a designated, can you break up with Adele for me? And I'm like,
can you let her know? So cold. I had a friend do that. I had somebody do that to me in high school.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like I was dating a younger girl and like her friend came up to me and was like, hey, I think so-and-so is not, And then later on, I went and visited the school that she went to for college, and she tried to hit on me.
Nice.
And I said, sorry, sweetie.
That train has sailed.
Yeah, that train has sailed. that train got on a sailboat. That's how aggressively this is a no.
I would have done it.
No, I had like
I would swallow my pride, put my mama alive. Sorry.
No, I was in relación.
What?
I had a relationship.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I may have still done it. Man,
guys,
what an episode.
Wow, you guys, you are not going to believe how much this is not an edited in moment to create a false ending, but this was, what an episode. We got sincere, we laughed.
Yeah.
We had some good
told sexual stories.
Ooh, and now it's the Patreon. So head on over to our Patreon. If you are not a member yet, what the fuck are you doing?
Come on.
We need
support
this.
the boys, support the dads.
I have to get a new hair transplant.
That's right. I have to dye my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you guys over there.